This is 91. Okay. I can never remember, so I have to go online for every single episode and check the number. We're going for 91. I don't actually need to say that. I don't know why I looked it up. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Entrepreneur Experiment Idea Lab with me, Gary Fox. Last week's episode got really strong feedback, so thank you to everyone who enjoyed the book recommendations, and a lot of you bought them as well. So enjoy them, let me know how you get on. I'm also looking for some book recommendations, so let me know what books you've read in 2020 and what books you recommend I should read in 2021. I always buy 4 or 5 books over Christmas to start the year with, so let me know what books I should read. So the Momentum Challenge, we're nearly there. If you're listening to this on Monday, it's day 40 of 42 for the Momentum Challenge. And we've done it. We're almost there, just 2 days to go. We're almost out of lockdown as well, which feels pretty damn good. It's been a long lockdown, so we're getting close to Christmas. We're getting close to a lot of good things. So it's been a rough year, so enjoy it, celebrate it, and we will plan again in January for another challenge. I'm going to do a challenge in January, so if you want to get involved, I don't know what it'll be yet. It'll be similar enough to the Momentum Challenge, I think, but if you want to do it with me, let me know. Let's come up with some sort of challenge we can all do together. Be similar enough theme, do something every day for 30 days. Nothing too crazy about it, but let me know what you think. The Momentum Challenge, why I did it, just to explain really quickly, is why I did it was I found the last lockdown it was quite hard to focus on things. You know, it's quite hard, like 42 days is a long time. I just found by focusing on something daily, that by anchoring in one thing, that it helped me start each day with just something positive. You've already achieved something positive, so by anchoring in that thing, it helped me. And I find if I do exercise every day, it helps clear the mental process, and here it helps give me clarity for the day, gets the endorphins going, you feel bloody good. So I was like, right, that's what I'm going to do. I did it, I feel good, it helped me. There's definitely days I didn't want to do it, and having the accountability is great. I shared it online, not to brag about it or anything, but just more so that I would feel obliged every day to put up a photo going, you know, day 39, day 38, day 37. No one cares, like, you know, no one's going to be like, oh my god, that's amazing. But I care, as in, like, I feel obliged to people who are like somehow watching and somehow going, oh, okay, that's cool, he's doing a challenge, and it might inspire someone else to do something similar. But I enjoyed it, and that's the main thing. I had my fun, that's all that matters. So if you are planning on doing something in January, I'm also thinking about doing a special planning session, like a special, like 2021, here's how I plan my week, my day, my month. The episode of Jamie Heaslip got a lot of good feedback in terms of how he plans and his 10-year plans, and people are really inspired by the detail he goes into and how he sets up his day, and it kind of stimulated a good debate about, well, that doesn't suit me, that does suit me, blah blah blah. So if you want to do a special planning episode, let me know and I'll put that together. It might be handy to have that coming up towards the end of the year. I think New Year's resolutions are a waste of time because they focus on the wrong things, but I do think there's something special about January 1st. There's something special about a new year. It's a great time to look ahead and plan new things, your adventures for 2021. 2020 has been a long, hard year for a lot of people. I think looking forward to stuff in 2021 will be important. The one thing I found weird about lockdown was you've nothing specific to break up your week or to look forward to, you know, so there's nothing like a holiday, or there's nothing like, you know, a birthday celebration, or even just going for a pint or watching a match. A lot of that was taken away, so I think it will be very important to set stuff up for 2021 that you can look ahead and go, yes, I can't wait until May until I'm going to do that trip, or, you know, I can't wait until I launch this business in February, or whatever that is. So if you want to do that, let me know. I'm kind of planning out the rest of my episodes for the rest of the year. I kind of want to squeeze in as much value as I can. This is 91, so obviously we've only just got 8 to go, 9 to go. Maths, Gary, maths. So let me know what you want to hear on the last kind of couple of episodes. I'll be going right up until New Year's Eve with the episodes, and then I'll be taking a slight break for a couple of weeks, and then we'll start again with season 5. So let me know what you want to hear. We've churned out a lot of episodes this year, so let me know what you've enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, so you can help me build a better plan for season 5, so I can come back to more value. I just want to thank one person, well, it's a team of people really, Parallel Nutrition, who helped me with my challenge. The guys sort out all my food, so breakfast, lunch, dinner for the entire challenge, so I didn't have to worry about, you know, prepping meals or staying within my calories, and just help me fuel. For me, I'm not really tracking calories. I do track calories, but it's not so much to overeat or whatever. It's more just to fuel myself properly, because I find I often, if I'm working really hard, if I'm on the road a lot, I definitely find it hard to get enough calories in. First world problems. Good calories. You can get bad calories in pretty easy, but I find it hard to get good calories in. So working with someone like them was great for the whole month, because I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to, I was just like, go to the fridge, pick out a great meal, microwave, done, on we go. So I want to thank the lads, Dermot and his crew. Food is absolutely class. Go to parallelnutrition.ie if you want to try them out. Especially coming up to January, it could be a very good start to the year, so you can just start with a clean slate. You don't have to worry about food or keeping under calories and stuff like that. On with the show today. Today's a little bit different. I've just got one great idea to share with you. But first, we're doing a giveaway. I don't know how I made this far without mentioning the giveaway. We're doing a giveaway, so if you're listening to this on Monday or Tuesday, so it's Monday, November 30th, or Tuesday, December 1st, I'm doing a giveaway for 2 tickets to the Web Summit, which is taking place this week. It's online, obviously, because, the thing. So if you want to actually go to the Web Summit virtually, go to my Instagram page. I'll link it. If you're in the newsletter, go to my newsletter. It'll be in your inbox as soon as you're watching this. Click on the tab, go to my Instagram page, like the post, like my account, like the Entrepreneur Experiment post, like the account. That's it. You can also share it in your story for a bonus entry. And that's it. That's how you win. But that's how you get a chance to win, guaranteed win. But I'll pick someone tomorrow after lunch, and I'll pick 2 people to get 1 ticket each to go to the Web Summit virtually this year. So I think that's a pretty good prize. You might get your idea for 2021 out of it. That's pretty cool to be able to see those incredible speakers from the comfort of your own home. Today's idea popped up on Twitter to me a few weeks ago, and it's in the space that I've worked in for a lot of years. It's in the Airbnb space, property space, and it was a girl. I mentioned her, I think, last week on the pod. I'm not sure if I mentioned her on the pod, but she was definitely in the newsletter version. Cody Sanchez. She runs a great blog, Contrarian Thinking, on Substack, and she basically just analyzes business deals, analyzes different kind of business deals, how she finances them. Really good. Quite similar to this in terms of very detailed, very kind of straightforward stuff. Nothing too complex about it, but she comes up with kind of unusual ideas, hence the name Contrarian Thinking. And this one was really interesting, and I'm just pulling up the details of it now. So she talks about an entrepreneur in the States who bought a piece of land in the famous Joshua Tree Park in the States. And the entrepreneur bought the land for 10 grand, which is unbelievably good value. And she was making €1,500 a month. Yeah, that's a deliberate pause. That's crazy return. So 10 grand the land cost, she's making €1,500 a month. How? That's what you're here for. I'll link the full article on my newsletter, so if you're not in the newsletter, go to mrgaryfox.com. I'll link Cody's full article there. It's well worth a read. She goes into the full specifics, the breaks down, the taxes, the management fees, etc. But the gist of it here is simple. Katie Hancock was the entrepreneur. She wanted a low cost, low maintenance investment. She wanted to do something that was just very simple, very low cost, and she saw these 3 acres of land for sale in Joshua Tree. Like literally, Joshua Tree is just a desert. It's just 3 acres of desert essentially, so there's nothing spectacular about it, but it was cheap. And her idea was simple. She just rents out the land for camping. I love simple ideas. So she uses platforms like Airbnb and HipCamp. I'm not sure HipCamp is that big here in Ireland, but it's definitely big in the States. It's like Airbnb for camping essentially. And she just rents it out on Airbnb and HipCamp. So these facilities for camping are zero/minimal. So that's the great part of it there. She didn't really have to invest much in it, just the land. She uses a platform like Airbnb. The big bonus there is Airbnb is an unbelievably powerful platform. I've worked on it for the last 6 years now. You don't need to spend money to advertise on Airbnb. It's very unique. It's not like any other platform that I've ever used. It's not like Amazon. It's not like Google. It's not like anything. You don't need to spend money on Airbnb to actually rank high in the results. So it's for that reason alone, it's an unbelievable. People are sleeping on Airbnb. Airbnb is going to come back stronger than ever. It's part of my new business model that I'm working on, which I think we're going to launch on my birthday on February 3rd. I think I'll be the ultimate narcissist and launch business on my birthday. So I was working in Tipperary on that this weekend. They're in the workshop. They're actually physically live now. I can actually touch the units now, so it's getting exciting. Anyway, back on track here. And if you use Airbnb, you also get insurance. That's a big thing to remember, because you don't have to then go off and get expensive insurance. Airbnb insures your guests while they're on the property, and if you have a live booking with them. That's why it's always essential never to go off platform. And it got me thinking, could this be done in Ireland? Now, slight spoiler alert, I've kind of been looking into similar ideas for the last kind of 2 or 3 years, because that was my job. But I actually didn't think it could. I was like, there's no way there's land that cheap here. And there's a property website that I use all the time. It's like my guilty pleasure, BidX1. And they essentially auction off land and properties I think it's every 2 months they run it. It seems to be about every 2 to 3 months. So if you're in a property, go to BidX1, check that out. But I did a quick daft search and I was like, okay, let's see. I put in sub 25k commercial sites. So a commercial site is obviously anything that's not residential. So like, you know, fields, development sites, old B&Bs, you know, old offices, anything like that. And a daft search, I put in the parameters, daft search, commercial sites, anywhere in Ireland under 25k. And it resulted in, how many results? Have a guess, quickly. There's no prize, but just play along. 117. So there's 117 sites for sale in Ireland at the minute for under 25k. That's pretty cool. Like, that is a good entry point for having your first property business. You don't have to do camping, you can do other sorts of stuff on it, but I think that's it's a cool idea. I love ideas that just makes you think, going, oh, that's actually, didn't ever think of that before. That's what Idea Lab's all about. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I think that's something different that we can all kind of think about as we get into 2021. If you're not on the newsletter, go to mrgaryfox.com. I share this, and I also share other stuff, like I do the weekend numbers. I pull out all cool stats from business stories during the week. I pull out what I'm listening to, watching, reading, and I share it all with you on the newsletters. Go to mrgaryfox.com, join the newsletter. It's growing week on week, growing by about 20-30 people week on week. We're over 350 people on the newsletter now, so thank you very much. We also are just about to shoot past 9,000 listeners on the podcast, so thank you very much. That's huge. I was just looking back. I got a reminder on Instagram yesterday, you know, this day last year, yesterday, so not to this day last year, so yesterday last year I was celebrating 20,000 listeners. So as of yesterday, I had a quick check and we're at, I think it's 89,000 listeners. So we're just shy of 90,000 listeners. So maybe we can make it to 100,000 this year, which would be absolutely unbelievable. Don't forget about the giveaway. Go to my Instagram, Mr. Gary Fox. Go to the Entrepreneur Experiment on Instagram. Like the post, tag a friend, and you'll be in a chance of winning 2 tickets. Sorry, you'll be in a chance of winning 1 ticket. Ticket for each person that wins, because I think it's fairest to give it out to 2 different people. So 2 different people get a chance to go. You've been a chance to win a ticket to go to the Web Summit, which is happening this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So enter, if you're listening Monday or Tuesday, go enter now before 2 o'clock. That's the Idea Lab for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this kind of idea. I think it's a great idea. I think it's good. I'm going back to DAF now to look at more sites. I will see you on Thursday for the Thursday Big Interview with the founder of Spark Crowdfunding. It's a good one. I'll see you then.